Hey all, welcome to Learn QA and Allah channel. In this video, we will try to tell you the applications of allegations in profit and loss, and we will discuss some interesting questions on profit loss transaction. As you could see, one of the questions on the display. Okay, let's start the first question. If goods be purchased for 840 rupees and 1/4 be sold at a loss of 20%, at what gain percent should the remainder be sold so as to get 20% gain on the whole transaction? So friends, this is the first question of this video. So I want to tell you one approach called traditional method, understanding the situation in detail. And then we'll use one technique called allegation technique to work out this question in much easier way. Okay, let us try to understand the situation by traditional method. What is the total worth of the goods? 840 rupees. On 840 rupees, he want to get overall 20% gain. So this 840 rupees should give him 20% profit. What is 10% of 840? 84. 20%, 2 times of 84, 168 rupees. So his expected profit is 168 rupees on whole transaction. But what happens in the first case? 1/4 of them sold at a loss of 20%. So here the total worth is 840, in which 1/4 of the goods. So 1/4 worth of the goods. So 1/4 of 840 is 210 rupees. This 210 rupees, he got 20% loss. So what is 10% of 210? 21. 20% double, 42. His actual profit is 168, but because of some circumstances, he got 42 rupees loss in the first case. Then at what profit percentage he has to sell the remaining worth of the goods? Friends, out of 840, 210 rupees worth of goods is sold. So the balance worth of the goods is 630 rupees. This 630 should be sold at what profit percentage to get the actual situation? The situation is 168 rupees profit. But unfortunately, he got 42 loss here. This 42 loss and this 168 together, 210 rupees is the profit that has to generate by selling the remaining worth of the goods. Whatever the loss came here, that has to recover, right? So that loss has to recover by selling the remaining goods of worth. So here 168 is the total profit, and the loss on the first transaction 42. So together 210 rupees should recover. 210 rupees should get as profit by selling the remaining goods of worth 630. So 210 rupees profit on 630 rupees cost price. To convert into percentage, into 100. So 0 cancel. 21 3s are 63. So 1/3 means 33. 1/3% profit should obtain by selling the remaining goods. This is one of the method, friends. There is another method called allegation. While applying allegations, we'll take 3 variables. One is least value on the left top, dearest value on the right top, and mean value in the middle. Let us take least is L, dearest is D, mean is M. In one of the other video, you can find out allegations topic in detail. This is for the sake of solving this question. Now, the allegation rule says that by taking least value on the left top, dearest value means maximum value on the right top, mean value in middle. Now, allegation rule says that this is D minus M should be here, these two, and this is M minus L, mean minus least. In this ratio, you have to be present. You have to sell the goods. Now we know that the one which is sold at a loss is nothing but 210 rupees. I mean, the total worth is 840, in which 1/4 is nothing but 210, which is sold at a loss of 20%. Loss, no, let us keep minus symbol. If it is loss, minus. If it is gain, plus. And the remaining 630 sold, we don't know at what profit percent, some X profit percent. We don't know, right? Unknown variable, take it as X. And the mean value. So mean means what? On the whole transaction, on the total value, whatever the percentage of profit or loss, that is called mean percentage. So mean percentage profit or mean percentage loss. So here it is gain, right? So 20% gain. So plus 20%. Now friends, according to allegation rule, this is x minus 20 is to 20 minus of minus 20, that is 40. 20 minus of minus 20, that is 40. Now this ratio must be equal to their quantities ratio. Here what I mean to say is that d minus m corresponding to this least values and m minus l corresponding to this dearest values. Now x minus 20 by 40, this is equal to this quantity ratio 210 by 630, that is 1 by 3. Now friends, if you cross multiply, 3x minus 60 equal to 40. 3x is 60 plus 40, 100. X is 100 by 3. 100 by 3 means 33, 1 by 3%. So the remaining goods, 630 goods worth value should be sold at a gain of 33, 1 by 3%. And that is what we get by general method. So this is one effective application of allegations and mixtures you can use. And friends, have a strong understanding with allegations. Allegations can be effectively used in most of arithmetic topics. Okay, we'll try to understand this concept in much better way by doing one more such identical numerical. Let's go for that question. Okay, let's see this. If goods are purchased at 4,500 rupees, okay, let us go for directly allegation, guys. 4,500 rupees, and 1/3 of them are sold at 10% gain. So 1/3 of 4,500, 1,500, and the remaining is 3,000 goods, right? 3,000 worth goods. Okay, what is the profit on this 1/3? 10%. It is gain, right? So plus you need to consider. At what profit percent the remaining should be sold? So the remaining is 3,000, say x%, and the profit means plus. And the overall percentage of profit is 15%, right? So in between, let us take 15% because this is gain, place positive. Now according to allegation rule, this is x minus 15 is to, this is a 15 minus 10, 5. So friends, this x minus is to 5 is same as 1500 is to 3000. So now x minus 15 by 5 equal to 1500 by 3000, that is 1 by 2. Let us do cross multiplication. So this is 2x minus 30 equal to 5. So 2x equal to 35, x equal to 35 by 2, 17.5%. So the remaining goods must be sold at 17.5% profit to obtain overall profit percent of 15%. So option 3 is correct. It is very clear, right? Very simple. So take the least value on the left top, dearest value on the right top, mean value in between, apply allegation. Let's go for another variety of question. This is the first variety that I thought to discuss in this video. Another variety. A man buys an article and sells it at a profit of 20%. If he had bought it for 20% less and sold it for 75 rupees less, he would have gained by 25%. What is the cost price? So let us consider the cost price is equal to 100%. Initially, there is a gain of, there is a profit of 20%. So what is SP1? SP1 is 120%. But later he did some changes to his business model. What he did, if he had bought it for 20% less, the initial selling cost price is 100%. Now he purchased it for 20% less. Means what? He has to purchase it for 80%. And sold it for 75 rupees less. So initially the selling price is 120%. Now he is selling it for 75 rupees less. Still, if he decreased it by 75 rupees, still he is able to make a profit of a gain of 25%. So 25% on the cost price, right? So 25% of his new cost price. So the new cost price is 80, on which he gains by 25%, friends. So this is increases by 25%. This changes being done on the new values, on the new cost price. and the new cost price 80, 25% profit. So 25% means 1/4. What is 1/4 of 80? 20. If 20 profit, what is selling price to 80 plus 20? 100%. So friends, the difference in SP in terms of percentage is 20%, and in terms of numerical 75 rupees is difference. So if 20% is 75 rupees difference, what is CP we consider? 100% is what? 100% is what? So this is 5 times. So this should be 5 times. 75 is 350, 5 is 25. 350 plus 25, 375 rupees is the actual cost price, and that is option B. Sometimes they may ask you to find out what is the reduced cost price. So reduced cost price, later cost price is 80% of 375 because 20% less he decreased. So this is the one effective way to solve in quickest manner. Okay, let us don't stop here. Let us try another 2-3 questions to get good command on this, right? Okay, let's see one more such question. A person bought an article and sold it at a loss of 10%. If he had bought it for 20% less and sold it for 25 rupees more, he would have gained by 25%. What is the cost price? So let us consider the cost price is 100%. What is the initial case? Initially, he sold at a loss of 10%. So SP1 is 10% loss, so which is 90%. But if he had purchased it for 25% less, if he bought it for 20% less, this is CP1. Let us take new CP, that is CP2, that is 20% less, no? So 80% is new cost price. Because of doing so, he is selling for 25 rupees more. So the difference is 25 rupees between new CP and old CP. Okay, forget about that information. Let us continue with the remaining part of the question. So he would have gained by 25%. So on which he got 25% profit, guys. So 25% means 1/4. What is 1/4 of 80? 20. 20 increases 100%, right? So increase in percentage selling price is 10%. Increase in price is 25 rupees. Mattering but difference only, right? So if 10% is difference of SP is which is 25 rupees, our CP1 is 100%. So actual cost price is 100%, right? So friends, this is 10 times. So this should be 10 times. So 250 is the cost price. So we are doing a simple method. What is the method? Let me review this. CP1 100%. There is a loss. So 90. Decrease CP by 20%. Increase the CP by 25% to get new SP, which is 100%. Difference in SP is 10%. Difference in SP is 25 rupees. So this 10% difference is this 25 rupees. Then 100% is what? Simple. Okay, let us do one more such interesting question. What if everything in terms of 25? Seems to be a tongue twister. Let's see this. A man sells an article at a profit of 25%. Had he purchased it for 25% less and sold it for 25 rupees less, would have gained by 25%. Find the cost price of the article. So let us consider the cost price is 100% initially. CP1 is 100%. But he is selling at 25% profit, right? So what is SP1 then? What is selling price 1? 125%. Had he purchased it for 25% less, so the new CP is 25% less, that is 75%, and sold it for 25 rupees less. So the new selling price is 25 rupees lesser than the original selling price. So basically, the difference in selling prices is given as 25 rupees. Because of doing so, he still is able to make a gain of 25%. 25% gain on his CP. His CP is 25%, on which 25% gain he got. Friends, 25% means 1/4. What is 1/4 of 75? 18/4 is 72. 3 remainder. 3/4 means 0.75. So 75% is the value on which 25% is 18.75. If this is added to get selling price, 75 plus 18.75, that is 93.75%. Friends, what is the difference of SP in terms of percentages? This is the difference, right? What is the difference? Is 31.25. So 31.25% is the given difference of 25 rupees. Then what is CP you have considered? 100% is what? Right? So let us cross multiply. This is 100 into 25 by, can I say 31.25 as 31.25 by 100, and that by 100 goes to numerator. Now, what about the balance simplification, right? So 25 ones are 25, 6 remainder, 25 25s are 625. 25 fours are 25 5s are 520s are 100, and 420s are 80 rupees is CP. So, and that is option. So friends, in this way, you can easily work out the questions. So thank you so much for watching this video. And if you'd like to have more such valuable videos, you can subscribe to our channel, Learn QA and LR. And share among your community those who are preparing for competitive exams that could be helpful for them. And after subscribing, you'll have a bell icon. Click on it to get all live updates. Whenever you upload a video, you'll get a notification. Thank you so much. Keep learning, keep inspiring friends. Best wishes for all your competitive exams. Thanks again.